The feminine is letting go, and the masculine is starting to feel the loss. These words are not just a title, they are a divine message for you right now. If this phrase touched your soul, you're in the right place. Something in your heart has shifted. Before we begin, make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you don't miss another message from the universe about your twin flame journey. This message is sacred. It's coming to you in perfect timing, right as your soul begins to surrender, not in weakness but in strength. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means stepping into your divine power and trusting that what's meant for you cannot be lost. Your counterpart is starting to feel what you no longer carry for him. You've carried the connection for so long. You've cried in silence. You've prayed for signs. You've begged the heavens to explain why the pain of separation runs so deep. But now, without needing answers, you're finally learning how to breathe again. To exist without waiting. To love without needing. And in the silence of your surrender, something powerful is awakening in him. For the first time he feels the void. The space you left behind is echoing in his heart. He doesn't understand it yet. But something is stirring inside him, the loss, the pull, the ache. It's the beginning of his awakening. You didn't chase. You chose yourself. That choice is more powerful than any words ever spoken. It sent a wave through the energetic bond that ties your souls. A wave he could not ignore. He may not know how to process it, but he feels it. And soon, he will begin to search for the light you once held for both of you. Letting go is an act of divine love. Not only for him but for yourself. It's a declaration that your soul is no longer in waiting. It is moving. It is rising. And as it rises, it calls your twin to rise too, or to be left behind in his own shadows. You were never meant to be the one holding it all together forever. You were meant to feel the lessons, release the burdens, and come back to your truth. And now that you've done that, you've changed the entire dynamic. You've reset the energy between you. That's why he's feeling it. This phase you're in, the sacred, it's not a goodbye. It's a transformation. One that requires distance, silence, and trust. You may not see the results today, but the spiritual realm is shifting things on your behalf. Everything is aligning because you finally let go. Your silence is not empty. It is full of divine intention. You've stopped explaining, stopped justifying, stopped overgiving, and the universe is honoring that choice. The loss he feels is not punishment. It is preparation. The kind only separation can bring. Right now, his heart is quietly unraveling. He might appear the same on the outside, but inside he is no longer numb. The absence of your energy is forcing him to confront his own. And it's that inner confrontation that births transformation. You are not losing him. You are giving him a chance to rise. A chance to meet you in your divinity. A chance to feel the bond not just in comfort, but in the ache of distance. You're allowing the connection to do what it was always meant to do. Evolve you both. Don't doubt the power of this moment. It may feel quiet, but spiritually it's thunderous. It's sacred ground. You've stepped out of the role of savior and into the role of sovereign soul. And that shift sends shockwaves through your energetic bond. He will feel them. Not just today but in the days to come. In his dreams. In his triggers. In moments he can't explain. He'll feel you in songs, in scents, in sudden memories. That's not coincidence, that's connection. And now that you've let go, the message is even louder. You are not abandoning him. You are inviting him into the fullness of his own soul. And that invitation can only be received when he feels what your presence once offered. And now, your absence is his greatest teacher. You were never meant to stay small, waiting for his return. You were meant to expand, to evolve, to inspire his return by becoming more of yourself. And that is exactly what you are doing right now. The feminine is rising and the masculine can feel it. You've reached the turning point. The moment when love no longer clings but releases. When hope becomes certainty. When faith becomes embodiment. You are walking ahead, not out of pride but out of divine purpose. Keep moving. Keep choosing your peace. Keep listening to your soul. Because this path you're on is lighting the way for both of you, even if he can't see it yet. Your growth is not in vain. Your healing is his call to rise. Let him feel the loss. Not to punish, but to awaken. Let him meet the emptiness and remember who filled it. Let him trace the echo and find the source. That's how reunion begins. Not with words, but with soul recognition. The story isn't over. This chapter is about alignment. And that only comes when the feminine trusts the divine timing and the masculine feels the depth of what was once taken for granted. This is where the transformation begins. Stay with your heart open and your soul grounded. You are not alone in this path. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss a message that speaks directly to your soul. You're being guided, loved, and protected. And what is meant for you is being magnetized right now. If this message has spoken to your soul so far, I invite you to pause and check if you're subscribed to this channel. That simple act ensures you stay aligned with every message meant for your spiritual growth and twin flame connection. Giving yourself access to this guidance is one way the universe sees you're ready to receive even more. You've poured so much love, time, and energy into this journey. Now the energy is returning to you in waves. When you honor yourself by staying present with these messages, you're actually creating ripples in your twin flame bond. Every moment you choose alignment, the connection strengthens, even in silence. He's beginning to feel something different. A longing he can't quite name. It started as a whisper, then grew into a restlessness he can't escape. That's your energy, your absence, your evolution. What he once took for granted now burns like a question inside his soul. And while you might not see it yet, your withdrawal has become the most magnetic force. The moment you stopped overgiving, he began to wonder where your warmth had gone. That wonder is pulling him inward, into remembrance, into healing, into awakening. You're no longer reaching across the energetic divide, and yet your presence lingers. In the silence, he's replaying everything, not because of guilt, but because the bond won't let him forget. This is how spiritual mirrors work. Your clarity becomes his reflection. There's a sacred shift occurring, and it's all because you let go. Your heart is learning to beat for itself again. And in that rhythm you are rewriting the story. No longer the one who waits, but the one who leads with grace, power, and divine wisdom. His resistance is melting. Slowly, but it's happening. The pressure of your absence is awakening the parts of him that once denied the connection. Where once he ran, now he hesitates. Where once he ignored, now he listens, to the quiet ache that's grown too loud. There's something mystical about what you're doing. By choosing peace, you've created a cosmic portal, a space for truth to finally land. And while he may still be blind to the full picture, the energetic blueprint is being downloaded into his soul. Every time you choose not to chase, he feels it. Every time you focus on your purpose, he senses the distance widening. And that very distance is sacred. It's not punishment, it's divine orchestration. The gap becomes a teacher. You are not cold. You are not heartless. You are becoming whole. And as your frequency rises, he must decide. Will he rise with you, or will he remain in the shadows of his own avoidance? That decision is no longer yours to make. You've done the inner work. You've cried the sacred tears. You've learned how to sit in your own presence without begging for his. That energy, that sovereignty, is calling him deeper into his own initiation. And the masculine cannot remain asleep forever. Something inside him knows this is not just a phase. It's a turning point. The bond hasn't broken, it's evolved. And with that evolution comes discomfort. But with discomfort comes growth. And with growth comes the reunion both souls crave. You might feel tired, unsure, tempted to look back. But I urge you, stay the course. Because your strength in this moment is doing more for your twin flame connection than all the chasing ever could. This is the power of letting go. He will reach a point where your silence becomes louder than your words. Where your energy, now reclaimed, feels more magnetic than ever before. That's the cosmic balance being restored. That's the sacred feminine reawakening. Trust that he is being guided. That behind the confusion, there is remembrance. Behind the fear, there is love. Behind the resistance, there is destiny. And that destiny is encoded with your name. Not because he deserves it, but because your souls chose it. Let this be the chapter where you choose yourself so deeply that it calls him to choose you too. Not from need. Not from lack, but from a place of spiritual recognition and truth. That's the only way this journey leads to union. He must learn to miss you, to long for what once felt too available, to value what he once resisted. Your absence is not your end. It's the space where his transformation begins. There is power in your pause, power in your quiet. Power in your ability to love without holding. And as you continue walking forward, you are guiding the energy toward reunion without even realizing it. Stay soft yet strong, open yet grounded. Your path is blessed, and the signs will continue to appear. Do not doubt what you feel. It's all real. It's all sacred. It's all unfolding in divine timing. And as you walk, know that this space, this channel, is here for you. You are not alone. You are not crazy. You are divinely connected. And every message you receive here is a confirmation of that sacred bond. If this message has stirred your soul, take a moment to breathe and ask yourself, am I truly open to receiving more guidance like this? If yes, check now. Are you already subscribed to this channel? This is your space, your spiritual sanctuary. And I'm here, walking beside you, to make sure you never miss the whispers from your twin flame connection. You've given, and still chosen love when it wasn't returned the way you hoped. The universe saw it. It recorded every silent tear, every patient prayer. And now, your energy is beginning to shift from sacrifice to sovereignty. That's when things begin to move, because your soul has remembered who she is. He might still appear distracted, distant, or even unaware. But deep down, a stirring has begun. It starts small, a sense of emptiness where your light once lived. Then it grows. And suddenly, your name echoes in his dreams. Not as a memory, but as a message. You are no longer trying to be seen, and that, ironically, makes you more visible than ever. The divine feminine doesn't chase. She aligns. And when she does, she becomes a beacon, an irresistible pulse that calls her counterpart home. Even as he tries to avoid the discomfort, he cannot escape the frequency you've set into motion. It's in the songs he hears. In the silence he runs from. In the mirror he's forced to face. You are everywhere, not physically but energetically. And that presence is undeniable. Let him feel the loss. Let him awaken through the void. You are not punishing him, you are protecting yourself. And in doing so, you are guiding both of you to something real. Something built not from illusion, but from soul truth. He is beginning to understand that this isn't just a connection. It's a cosmic appointment. One he can't cancel. One he may delay, but never erase. And each time he resists, the lessons come stronger, louder, more precise. Meanwhile, you are healing. You are rising. You're rediscovering the power of your own breath, the softness of your own hands, the music of your own heart. And this self-intimacy is what magnetizes divine love back to you. Remember, your silence is not absence. It is sacred protection. It gives him space to grow, to question, to awaken. Because if you keep standing in the same place, he never has to rise. But when you walk forward, he must choose. Stay asleep or catch up. The pain he now feels was once yours. But instead of becoming bitter, you chose to bloom. You turned the ache into wisdom, the longing into light, the waiting into alignment. That is what makes you powerful beyond measure. And because you've done the work, the universe is now shifting timelines, rearranging pathways, preparing encounters, all to mirror back to you the love you finally chose to give yourself. You've cracked open dimensions with your healing. You've whispered to the stars with your surrender. You've set the heavens in motion with every step forward. That's the frequency of a feminine who no longer begs to be chosen, because she has already chosen herself. He can feel it, in ways he doesn't fully understand yet. But it keeps him up at night. It interrupts his distractions. It pulls on his soul with a gravity he cannot deny. That pull is you. In your highest form. The masculine begins to shift not when you explain but when you evolve. Not when you chase but when you release. And this is your season of release. Not from love but from lack. Not from him, but from the old version of him that couldn't meet you yet. He will come back, but not to the woman you were. He will seek the new you, the healed you, the glowing you. And when he does, it won't be to fill a void, but to honor the bond his soul was always wired to return to. Still, don't wait. Keep building your world. Keep dancing in your truth. Keep loving with boundaries. The more you do, the clearer the path becomes, for both of you. Love doesn't demand your pause. It asks for your trust. If he must lose you to remember your value, so be it. If he must break to awaken, let the breaking happen. Your soul already signed up for this sacred remembering. And you're doing it beautifully, even when it feels lonely. You're not crazy. You are not imagining it. You are not broken. You are being reborn. And every tear you've cried has watered the roots of a reunion that will one day arrive like dawn, silent, certain, and full of light. So breathe, beautiful soul. Let the divine hold what's too heavy. Let this message remind you. You are never alone. Even in silence you are heard. Even in stillness you are loved. Even in separation you are being guided. And always remember, this channel is your soul's home. Here the words speak not just to your mind but to your essence. So subscribe, stay close, and come back, because the next message might be the one your heart has waited lifetimes to receive. Before we go any further, take 1 second to give back what you just received. If this message resonates even a little, make sure you're already subscribed to this channel. Your journey deserves to be guided by clarity, not confusion. And missing just one insight could delay a breakthrough you've been praying for. This is your space. A place where your twin flame connection is nurtured and deeply understood. Now listen, love, something strange is happening in the energy between you two. As you've released your grip, as you've loosened the strings of attachment, something invisible has begun pulling tighter on his end. He doesn't know what it is. He just feels like something precious is slipping away. And that's exactly what's meant to happen. This is the holy paradox of the twin flame bond. When you hold too tightly, the mirror fogs. But when you walk in freedom, the reflection becomes clearer than ever. He is beginning to see what he was too blind to notice before. Your light was never ordinary. It was divine. He is waking up in waves. Sometimes through sorrow. Sometimes through synchronicities. And sometimes through dreams so vivid that your voice lingers in his mind even after he opens his eyes. This is not coincidence. This is soul memory being reactivated. What you feel now, that deep calm, it's not a void. It's sacred preparation. You are being emptied of illusions so you can be filled with what is true. And he is feeling the absence of your presence like an ache he can't name. That ache is love unexpressed. There is something powerful about your detachment. Not cold, not bitter, but peaceful. And that peace sends a signal through the ether. I remember who I am. That remembrance rewires everything. Because once you stop chasing, he must start searching. He's wondering why nothing else is satisfying anymore. Why old patterns feel hollow. Why familiar pleasures no longer soothe him. The answer is you, not your body but your essence. The soul frequency he took for granted until it wasn't there. And now, in your silence, he begins to hear what he could never understand through words. Your love was never about possession. It was about purpose. A purpose he's only just beginning to grasp. You've stopped waiting not because you stopped loving but because you finally started living. That's magnetic. That's rare. And your new vibration is activating changes in him that logic can't explain. As he watches your light grow stronger without him, he will be faced with a choice, to rise or remain. And that choice will haunt him until he chooses to answer the call of his own evolution. That's what your soul agreement has always been about. But do not rush it. Do not interrupt the sacred discomfort that leads to awakening. Let the ache expand. Let the longing teach him. Because only through absence will he fully understand your worth. This is where your real power lies. Not in trying to convince him, but in choosing yourself over and over again. And with each choice, the universe shifts in your favor. Not as a reward but as recognition of your growth. He's beginning to notice the energy shift. Even if he doesn't admit it, he feels it. He wonders what changed. Why your energy no longer chases. Why the pull has reversed. That wondering. That's the start of his awakening. And now, your silence becomes your message. Your glow becomes your letter. Your strength becomes your reply. He may not respond right away, but his soul is listening. And it's only a matter of divine timing before the response arrives in form. You are teaching him something no one else ever could. That true love doesn't scream to be heard. It whispers through distance, it sings in freedom, and it echoes through transformation. That's why you were chosen. So when the loneliness creeps in, remind yourself. He is not gone. He is growing. And so are you. You are both being prepared for something sacred. Not a fantasy but a divine reality. One that will last because it was built through fire. Every part of your journey is sacred. Even the silence. Even the waiting. Even the days when you question everything. Trust that none of it is wasted. It's all recalibrating your souls for reunion. Not of desperation but of destiny. Keep walking forward. Keep tending your own garden. Keep rising. Because every step you take into your own wholeness sends out a spiritual ripple that calls him home. Not to fix you, but to meet you where you already stand. And if today you needed this reminder, this is it. You are not crazy, you are not abandoned, and you are not behind. You are in the exact place your soul is meant to be. Let the timing align. Let the energy lead. Now make sure you don't miss the next message. Subscribe if you haven't. Check the bell. This channel exists to be your spiritual mirror, your sanctuary of truth. And I promise you, the next message may be the very one that unlocks your reunion. Thank you, beloved soul, for allowing this message to reach your heart today. If what you've just heard or felt resonated even in the smallest way, please take a moment to click the like button. It tells YouTube that this content is meaningful, and that message will be carried to others who are on the same sacred path as you. To confirm that you've truly received the message meant for your soul, type these words in the comments. Twin Flames, Infinite Love. Let us know that the light has reached you, because your journey matters more than you know. And now, a gentle reminder. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell. That small act ensures that you will never miss a single sign, message, or moment of divine guidance meant to realign your soul and keep you connected to your twin flame. You never know which video might carry the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Each message is infused with spiritual intention, and many have returned here saying, "That video found me exactly when I needed it." That might be your story next. So stay close. Revisit the messages that stirred something in you. Share them with someone else walking this same mysterious path. And return often. Your next visit might be the one that shifts everything. These words aren't just content, they're soul medicine. They're a sacred reminder that you are not alone, that your love story is written in the stars, and that every step forward is bringing you closer to the reunion you were destined for. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in love beyond this world. With all my heart. See you in the next message. Twin Flames, Infinite Love.